Let's make an honest video here. So being born at the top and keeping my cool all the way down to the bottom has really not been easy. But I'm gonna tell you why I do it. I've grown tremendously over the past year, and with that comes great things, good things and bad things too. Bad things can be that I give too much fake hopium, as people call it, but I call it being optimistic and logic in a bear market. Good ones could be that I got hundreds and hundreds of DMs from the beginning until now, with people asking for a collaboration or me shilling their coin. Also a magazine that we all know, they also wanted me to turn on Richard. To me, those weren't offers. That was a confirmation that the HEX community is very valuable. And because I feel sure or sound like a maxi on Twitter and love all of this, people think I get paid for it. I was out eating dinner with Richard for hours, and hearing Richard say that every major exchange could collapse soon because not your keys, not your coins. Before Free Arrow Capital and Luna even happened, that was what made me think like, this guy could be a genius. So basically, Richard being right was what brought me closer to the whole thing, and him actually knowing what he's talking about. He was gonna take on Instagram and Twitter too and make a museum, and he did it. He did it all. So why shouldn't I trust him? That's seriously why I'm making this video. If you witnessed what I was so lucky to witness and hear, you would feel the same way and you would have the same respect too. At least I haven't heard anything bad from anyone that have ever met him. Only haters. It's always haters, and I'm fine with that because it's always the easiest. We've been in a bear market for a long time now, and we probably still are. So it's always easier to be angry and sad. To me, he's the most honest and flashiest guy in crypto, and he does what he says. He will probably be hugely rewarded for that, and people will hate him even more. I do this for free. We all do this for free in hardcore manner, because we all need a person with power to tell us the truth. But not many see it at all, and that's why it's so hard for me to make interviews. Richard and the Huskissons are only getting treated this way because we're in a bear market and PulseChain has been delayed. I've been setting up interviews and at least tried to set up interviews, and Richard is always ready to go when I hit him up, but they're not. It's amazing to see how many people know about Richard but is afraid to talk to him. Richard is always ready. So before you call me a maxi who doesn't know how to bridge communities together, just know that I have been reaching out to huge names like DJ Vlad, Daily Mail, Dylan Dennis, and Charles Huskisson. Daily Mail wanted to do an interview, and DJ Vlad is one of the biggest hip-hop interviewers, and he didn't want to because of Richard was a rumored scammer, but he wants to interview human traffickers and murderers. So Dylan Dennis was the guy that was about to fight KSI. He already knew about Richard before I reached out to him, and I asked him if he could bring Richard along ringside with him, but he wanted the bag, so that's not gonna happen because neither me or Richard would ever do that. Charles Huskisson didn't want to because he has some kind of hatred against Richard, I don't know. But a huge producer for Hollywood back in the days, he wanted to do an interview, and even On Take wanted to. It's really not easy to set up interviews unless they like you or you pay. And that's the reason why you don't see Richard on huge platforms. Because right now it's only the critical thinking minds that can see beyond it all. I guess we just have to wait to expand our community till PulseChain is out. And then people will take us and Richard more seriously, and every other ERC20 community will join us, and that's where the fun begins.